So Behavior released the May 2025 developer update, and the changes are insane. Ranging from incredibly good, oh my god, that is so good. Oh my god, that is so good, to questionably bad, and what the hell were they doing?
Why? 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 Oh my god, no.
The stakes could not be higher for this PTB. With Five Nights at Freddy's around the corner, they need to make sure everything is in perfect condition for this chapter. So, let's get into the May 2025 PTB update. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Sunlight Cove here, and today we're going to be looking at the May 2025 developer update that Behavior had just recently posted sometime today. This is going over the PTB for tomorrow, and my friend and I, Bright Wolf, are going to be making a video about that, so stay tuned for that. But right now, let's go over the changes that are coming into the PTB, shall we? In the 9.0.0 update will be here before you know it. So it's time once again to take a look at the notable gameplay changes you can expect from tomorrow's public test build. As with last time, stay tuned for the PTB patch notes where we'll share the precise values that are changing for each of the topics below. Read on for all the details. Alright, let's see what they're changing. Right off the bat, the biggest one here, the going next prevention. Oh boy, let's see what they do here. Added a system to identify whether a survivor's sacrifice is an intentional attempt at going next. Oh boy, okay. If a player is identified as intentionally going next, they will receive a disconnection penalty point. Uh-oh, that's... I don't know how I feel about that, but we still have more. Remove the option to self-unhook on first hook stage unless they have one of the following equipped: Supreme Meat perk, Up the Ante perk, Lock Offering. Added unlocks the ability to attempt to unhook yourself effect to luck offerings. Huh. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad change. That's not a bad change at all. Sure, it's going to, you know, bring the unhook meta where, you know, survivors who don't like the game are going to attempt to unhook themselves, but other than that, this is a really good change. But even if that's the case, that also wouldn't really work very well because it would receive a disconnection point penalty. So yeah, okay. Let's see. Survivors are no longer instantly killed after 2 struggle skill checks pass without any input. Okay, thank God. Now, when you go AFK for like 5 seconds, you can't just, you don't just automatically game in yourself after that. Okay, good. I like that. Please note, the disconnection penalty system is not active on the PTB, so certain faucets of the going next penalization will not be available to test. Shit. That's not good. Dev note, we made the above changes in order to tackle going next from 2 directions: penalizing repeat offenses and limiting exploitability of self-unhooks. By restricting early match self-unhooks to specific perks and offerings, this still allows players to work it into their strategy while limiting cases where it's used in bad faith. I like it. I love this change specifically. I love it. This is one of the greatest changes ever. Bit worried about these two. Because knowing Behavior, AI isn't really their special suit, especially with like things like Knight and the Houndmaster. This change here, right here, greatest change ever. I like this. That way you're not punished for like going AFK for like 5 seconds. Unlocks the ability to attempt to unhook yourself. That's just a quality of life update. So yeah, let's see what the crow extreme hiding update medium. I don't know what extreme hiding means. Updated AFK detection system. Reminder: if a player is considered AFK, crows will gradually begin spawning above the survivor. Excuse me. Beginning with 1 and capping at 3. Once the survivor has 3 crows following them, they lose collision with other players. Yes, that way they aren't like body blocking anymore and being pieces of shit. Death Note. With this updated system, we've adjusted how the game identifies players who have stopped contributing to a match. While the crow system largely functions as before, an additional effect at 3 crows prevents survivors from intentionally griefing teammates with body blocking, while also preventing the killer from holding survivors hostage. Fuck yes. Blood web spending improvements. Added an auto blood web button, which allows you to set how many levels you want to automatically progress through, blood points permitting. Devno, it's no secret this is one of the most common community requests, so we're excited to put this in your hands. It's what it says on the 10, so check out this GIF. Even better, we remove some recurring pop-ups after you see them once to make your time in the blood web even more snappy. Oh my god, that is so good. Oh my god, that is so good. Is this what they meant by bulk blood point spending? Because if that's the case, holy hell. Oh, that's gonna make prestiging so much faster. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Good job, behavior. Oh my god. Oh, let me... That is amazing. Oh my god. That's gonna kill so much time. That is gonna kill so much time. And I know a lot of you are probably gonna be saying, well, why didn't they add this before? Shut up. Like, just be happy we're getting this now. Like, come on. Oh my god. That is major W with this one. This shouldn't even be classified as a medium update. This should be a major one, like going next prevention. Alright, let's see here. Mori update, okay. Alright, we already get a tease of the map offering updates. Updating the Mori system so that you can now also be activated when 2 or more survivors are dead and the following occurs. The second last survivor is hooked and on the struggle phase. The final survivor is in the following states: healthy, injured, or dying. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, that was so frustrating. That was so frustrating the first time. Oh. And thank God it's not as soon as you're on hook. Like, you didn't get hooked all game. You get hooked, it's on first hook. Thank God it's not like that. But if it's on the second, the match will just end so much faster at that point. Thank you, behavior. Thank you. Let's see what they say. With this change, killers will be able to activate their Mori earlier, so long as victory is assured, removing the need to wait for any hooked survivors to be sacrificed. This will let players on both sides get back into the action sooner. Yes, yes. And with the abandoned, feature, this is gonna be so much better, so much better. Map offering updates. Excuse me. Map offerings grant a flat percentage chance of being sent to the associated realm. This chance is no longer guaranteed. Map offerings no longer stack their effects, and map and gameplay affecting offerings are treated as secret during the loading screen reveal. I don't know how I feel about treated as a secret. That's why? I get it's to keep killers from just DCing automatically, but if it's not guaranteed anymore, why would you even do that? Why would you even make it a secret if it's not guaranteed anymore? Anyway, let's see. By making map and gameplay affecting offerings secrets on loading screens, our intention is to preserve the element of surprise, preventing the opposite role from starting the match with knowledge of your strategy. But if it's not guaranteed, then it doesn't... Whatever. This is fine. A lot of people have been asking for this. Me personally, I didn't really mind the map offerings. Like, playing as killer or survivor, I never really mind the map offerings, but I know a lot of people really hated how the map offerings system worked now, so this is a good change. So to all the people who wanted this, I'm happy you got it. I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, Let's see the spawn rules update. Adjusted the following spawn rules. Survivors spawn as close together as possible. Survivors spawn on the same floor where applicable. The killer will not spawn at the center of small maps. Thank you! Thank you, God! I was getting so tired of having the killer immediately fucking find me as soon as the match started because I was so close to the middle of the map in small maps. Thank you, behavior. Thank you. Change the name of Shroud of Separation to Shroud of Vanishing and change its effect to nullify offerings that change survivor spawn locations. Okay. Change the name of Shroud of Binding to Shroud of Separation and change its effect to spawn survivors apart from one another. Okay. Dev note, with these changes to spawn rules, players will find their spawn locations to be more consistent when not affected by offerings. We also know certain Shroud offerings have historically worked counter to what each one might want, so we've adjusted them to better line up with these expectations. There we go. That's probably one of the greatest changes so far. I see no issue with it. Killers aren't going to be able to spawn right on top of you anymore, so that's good. These two just seem like quality of life updates. This, on the other hand, I like this, especially the killer will not spawn at the center of map. I really like that change. Gamma adjustment settings. Finally! We finally have this in the game. Added a video category to the game's settings menu. Added a brightness setting to the video category to adjust gamma. Dev note. Dead by Daylight is a game that relies heavily on the play between light and dark, which can be difficult to strike a balance between when playing on console, given the more limited options available. To help alleviate this, we've added a setting for adjusting gamma, which gives players more control over how light and dark elements are displayed. Ooh, this looks cool. This right here looks really, really cool. I like this. Oh, this is the lowest setting, which, holy hell, you can't see anything. Who wants to play like this? Who wants to play as Buff Dredge? Like, why would anyone want to play like this? The highest setting, this just looks like default Dead by Daylight already. So you mean to tell me that not even, like, the brightest setting can help against Dredge? This is literally just default Dead by Daylight already. What the f... Okay, we're gonna have to test it on the PTB tomorrow. Whoop. Yeah, let me find where it was. Alright. Custom match improvements, okay. Increase oh, we got killer changes down here. Custom match improvements, stop moving the damn cursor. Increase spectator slots in custom games to 5. Added hotkey inputs to custom games, spectating to quickly switch the view to a specific character and cycle through characters' views one by one. Added controller support for the above improvements. Okay. Dev note: not only is custom match a way to easily play with friends, it's also a valuable tool for coordinating tournament play. Okay, that is true. To help streamline its use in these environments, we've added hotkey support to various methods of view switching to make casting on the fly even easier. Plus, with its increased spectator slots, tournament organizations have the option to give viewers visibly of all players in a match at once. Even better, we have improvements coming to custom match in a future update. Stay tuned for it. Are they just gonna add game modes to custom matches? Because if that's the case, you're gonna have to update like 2v8 at least all the way to variation 1. So it's a lot easier to manage. Anyway, the artist killer updates adjusted several add-ons. Dev note: overall, the artist is in a solid place balance-wise and boasts useful add-ons that meaningfully change how her kit works. To encourage even more pick variety among these, we've adjusted her top and bottom performing add-ons to bring their usefulness more in line with her other options. Stay tuned for the patch notes for specific details on these changes. Uh-oh. Please don't fuck this up, behavior. The Lich. Oh god, I really hate this character. Oh god, I really hate the Lich. Anyway, all of the Lich's spells are available at the start of the trial. Okay, reduce cooldowns of all spells. Dispelling Sphere's projectile moves quickly when first cast and slows down over time. Okay, increase the Killer Instinct duration once survivors exit Dispelling Spear.
Oh my god. Increase the attack cooldown period after fly ends. Why? 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 Oh my god, no.
Adjusted Mage Hand to hold time to make it consistent for both killers and survivors, resolving a known bug. Okay. Increase the effect of magic items when casting associated spells. Adjusted several add-ons.
Oh my god. Oh.
Anyway, dev note for the Lich. Much of his power focuses on providing utility over reliably injuring survivors. We've adjusted his 4 spells to increase the frequency with which they can be used to ensure there's more spell slinging, while quality of life adjustments to help make these spells feel more smoother to use. On the survivor side of things, we also wanted to ensure magic items feel more viable options for countering each spell, so we buffed them slightly. Okay. Oh, I hate the Lich already. This is probably going to make him more aids to play against, but hey, whoever asked for these, congratulations, you got them. Perk updates, killer perk updates. Updated Call of Brine, Dark Devotion, Hex Retribution, Machine Learning, Superior Anatomy, Turnimus, Thrilling Tremors, and Thwag. We've adjusted values on the above perks, which boasted lower pick rate and kill rates to introduce small buffs to increase their viability. Stay tuned for... Okay, so these are just, like, you know, number changes, basically. There's nothing, like, huge with this. Survivor perk. Botany Knowledge, Champion of Light, Counter First, Desperate Measures, Empathic Connection, Exulsion, Light-Footed. Similar to the above, we updated values on some pick rates with lower performances. Introduced small buffs. We'll share the exact values in the cup. Okay, so these are just... This, I feel like this is a nerf. Champion of Light, I feel like is a nerf. The rest of these are buffs. The rest of these are probably buffs in Champion of Light. Actually, I think Light-Footed and Champion of Light are both going to be nerfs. Which, Light-Footed is already countered by being injured, so what the hell are you going to use? Why would you nerf Light-Footed? Now, I'm not saying they are, but I'm just saying that it might be a nerf. Until next time, the Dead by Daylight team. Okay. Oh boy, we got a lot. So to recap, no longer going to be able to go next. 3 crows means you're completely, like, you know, you don't have a hitbox anymore. Bulk blood spending. This is the greatest change so far. Able to Mori 2 survivors at the end game, which is really good. Updated map offerings. You aren't going to be able to stack map offerings anymore. You aren't going to be. You're going to be able to spawn very close or very apart with these spawn changes. Finally, Gamma adjusted. You can play as buff Dredge or default Dead by Daylight already. Custom match improvements. It's able to be more in line with tournaments. The artist adjusted several add-ons. Lich, very worried about all of these. I don't like any of these, so this is going to be very problematic, but depending on how they do it, it's probably going to be fine. Number changes. Okay, so ranking them from worst to best. Massive W. W, meh, again meh, massive W, or not massive W, but just W, don't know anything, so meh, really worried about this. This is probably the first L of this whole patch notes thing. Meh and meh. So yeah, that's pretty much the 2025 developer update video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm about to throw this in the editor and hopefully post it as soon as possible. So stay awesome, guys.